Good day, доброго dnia. We're down here in the cellar, and I looked over some past work. Still need to clean up, but that's my plan for today. Got my light here. Checked all the previous stuff. Everything's looking good. It's dry. This spot over here that was wet, can't see it, but it's drier. Everything's dry. This dehumidifier thing I put in, it's collecting some water. Not a lot, but it is some. So it's drier down here than it was before. And what I'll do is go back upstairs. Get a batch of mortar made or plaster made up and get to work. The plan here, as you can see, there's some holes in this water barrier, which is this roofing material. I'll patch this up with some, I have some bitumen adhesive, and I'll pitch that up as much as possible. Eventually this will all just be whitewashed with lime. And not only will it brighten it up because it's bright white down there, but also it's kind of antimicrobial. So good morning, it's June 10th. Just gonna give you a brief what I'm gonna do. So this is what I patched up a couple days ago. It's all good, pretty much solid. So this dehumidifier is doing good. So today's plan, do some more patching. I got a bucket of water plaster mixed up, ready to go. So I'll do a little work down here, another layer, move up to this water barrier upstairs, and do some lawn work. And what I'm going to do is just show you, like here, the before, and then when I'm done, I'll give you an after. Shouldn't be a very long segment of this video. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, and shares. It really helps. And welcome to our new subscribers. Alrighty then, we're done down here for today. I really can't tell too much of a difference, but it's getting there. It's just I don't want to go too thick. This is pretty much done here. Well, I might fill in this. It's not really a crack, it's just from when they poured it. Hang it back here. A little bit. Oh, there's a space I need to get. Hard to see down here with not too much light, but it is getting there. So I have to let this dry, and then I'll go over it with another coat. On to the next project. Okay, so I ran into a little problem with this lime water. It's still a little bit soft. And I think it's, I'll go over that in a minute. I'm gonna move on to, until I figure that out, move on to another part of this project. At least get it measured out. So here is about the center. About 3 centimeters. But here, just about the center of the room. It's, I don't know if you can see me on the camera, but the roof is 177 centimeters. So 6 foot is what I am. Right around there. It's 183. So I want to, after this, get this level to where this is 184, just over 6 foot, so I can actually stand in here without lunging. So what did I do? Is mark this out here, my starting position. So this is where I start. And then I'll take it down 10 centimeters, which would be 187. And then when I fill it in with gravel, I'll add another 5 centimeters, and that will be 77 plus 5, 183. I'm going to mark on here from this point to there is 10 centimeters. So I have to bring it down this far. It's not a lot, but I'll go all the way around it. I'll go all the way. And I can see how far I need to go over here. This is right about where we need to be. It is almost perfect. So we need to be this, basically this corner all the way across. And I'll make it more comfortable in here to walk and do some storage. Okay. So what I show you is with this line. See, it's dry, but I can still not set. It's a little bit soft still. So we don't have enough airflow down here. I did some research. We don't have enough airflow down here. So it needs carbon dioxide and some airflow in order to set properly. So the suggestion was a fan, which we don't have power, so that's almost a no-go. Well, not a no-go, because I can't actually rig a fan up here. Or online so you can heat. I have a dehumidifier in here. It's working, but not so fast. It is still a little bit humid down here. So it suggested you could put a heater down here, let it go for a while, and it would help pull the moisture out, build up some carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and will help this set. So I'll try that. If that fails, I'll scrape it off and get a new type of lime. I'll have to see if I can find it. Because this is slacked lime, and it's saying it should have hydrated lime. or hydraulic lime, which will work better down here. So since I really don't want to redo all this stuff, although it's not that much, rather see if we can do the quick fix. Gonna get on that today since I get some other stuff down here to do. Okay. Good morning. It's June 17th. Tad bit windy, so. We ran across a problem in the cellar, or the pulgriff, and I'll get to this in just a second. This plaster mortar really isn't drying correctly, and it's really sandy to the touch. So did some research, and what I needed was, instead of this, because it's so damp and very little airflow down there, what we needed was NHL 3.5 or 5, which is natural hydraulic lime. And I cannot find anywhere where they carry this in the city. I didn't even see it online. So my other option is to make up a lime putty. And I'll go over that in a second. So I made up a batch of it, big batch. Not a big batch, but that's it. So basically, you fill this bucket up, or whatever you're going to use your target, about a third of the way with water, and I did about a half, because regardless if it doesn't work down there or not, it still will be usable. You can use it for plaster in a dry place, or paint for whitewash. So anyway, take it in and you mix it. You can use, this is slate lime or hydrated lime, it's the same thing. Or you can use quick lime. Quick lime, you have to be careful. You want to have a respirator. You have to be careful. You want to have a respirator, and because it has a pretty violent reaction with water, it starts boiling, it gets really hot. You have to wait for that, and then you start mixing it. So this is hydrated lime, or like I said, slaked lime, and basically we're just rehydrating it. And you want it about the consistency, from what I understand, the consistency of sour cream or smetana. And the problem with that, it's not like peanut butter. There's a peanut butter, smooth peanut butter, everybody kind of knows what that is, but sour cream, here at least, we have 3 or 4 different textures of it. So this is holding its shape, it sticks. And so now we have to let it rest or cure, which, depending on what this is, anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. So just keep it covered, put some water on it. Well, water will form on it anyway, because it doesn't need air to dry. It needs carbon dioxide. So the layer of water, if you put it on there yourself, keeps the carbon dioxide from it, and it just stays kind of in this state, and it gets thicker the longer it sits. And so that's going to put a delay on plastering this cellar. So my next option is I can lower the floor, which that's option 1. Option 2 is to start on a project, which would be this well over here. Really see it? Just have to cut it out and clear that thing out, or fill it back in, which I'll use this pile of crap. Oh, and the other option is to take this thing. This is one of my outdoor projects, is to take this down. It's going to storm today for the next 2 days. So on this, I think I'll wait a little while before we take this down. And what will go in its place will be like an outdoor kitchen, or pour a concrete pad, build a brick stove from the parts we have. Just better bricks, not these things. These are kind of shot there, as you can see. They're flaking apart. that's from the weather. So if I built with those, they're going to be exposed to the weather. They're just going to fall apart. So I'll just get new bricks. You can reuse what you want, but sometimes it's just not worth it. So that being said, I'll show you when I start down here, which will be later today. And also, we'll be picking some, get some stuff in the garden that's ready to harvest. So it'll be our first harvest, or my first harvest. And radishes and zucchini, I believe. It's the only thing that's ready. But I'm gonna get it before it goes bad. All right, see you in a couple. So, okay, let's get started on this floor. Let's see how we do. I'm hoping to get a good view, but we'll find out. I'll work on this half, this front quarter. See how soft this is. Yeah, there it is. And that spot right there is just about right on. It's close enough for government work. So it doesn't have to be spot on. It just has to be close. I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to have to bring more stuff down here to get everything level. A little too shallow or a little too deep by a couple of millimeters is not going to matter because, like I said, I'm going to cover this with gravel anyway. So that'll be leveled. This doesn't have to be 100% level. It has to be close. Okay, so I'll get back to work here. Gonna take my dirt bags up. And instead of showing me digging, I'll just show that after what I got done here today.